Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is NSKIN and you already know. So today I'm coming back with just a quick updated makeup routine. Updated makeup routine. This is just my everyday makeup routine. The days that I do decide to wear makeup, this is me, fresh face, clean face. Everything is moisturized, everything is sun protected, aka sunscreen. Okay, you can wear this anywhere you would like to wear it, to work, to school, whatever you gotta do. It's also a no foundation based makeup routine because it's too hot. Okay, it is too hot for all that. The best thing you can do is find you a good concealer, a good color corrector, and move on with life. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. My brows are kind of already done. They're a little bit out of place. I'll brush those into place a little bit later, but in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm going in with a very oldie but goodie. Okay, I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Color Corrector Concealer in orange. I'm just gonna apply that a little bit under the eyes because just like me, my eyes have been getting to the bag. There are some areas I would technically go back in and color correct, but I don't really, they're not too bad. And plus the marks are fading, so I'm not really gonna put color corrector there. I'm just gonna apply concealer to these areas so it can be a little bit light, like more natural coverage. Damp the beauty blender and where's my mirror? And then we go in. Okay, looking better already. All right, so we're going in with another oldie but goodie. Typically I use the NARS, but I ran out and then this is what I had left, and it works pretty well. This is actually a little bit better shade match for me. Not saying that NARS is not, because NARS is still that girl, but also I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Dark Cocoa underneath my eyes. This one is a really good color match for me. See, you can really like barely tell unless I pack it on there. Just do one of those, and then I conceal other areas, like right up in here is a mark. I hit the chin a little bit, the upper lip. I'm gonna spray my face with the NYX Radiant Finish setting spray, just a light mist so that all the areas with concealer are a little bit damp before I blend it in. And then my beauty blender is still damp, so now let's start here. I'm blending out from the inner corner of my eye all the way to the outer corner of my eye, which is basically like right on top of my cheekbone right here. And then I'm blending it down a little bit too, so that I don't get just like a line of demarcation right where my eye, I guess, would stop. So blending it down the sides of my nose to about where my nostril ends here, and then also blending it back up so it creates like this triangular shape, which works pretty well for me and my cheekbones and just my face structure. I'll do the same thing to the opposite side. And I didn't use much concealer in the places that I applied it. light coverage because, like I said, it's hot. Putting it across my nose, then a little bit on the eyelid, just, you know, make me look a little bit more awake. Blending out definitely like the side of my face just because I don't want it to be a huge difference in shade. So just blend, 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 blend. So now that we are pretty blended for the most part, I am going to set my face with a pressed powder. This is the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder in the shade Deep 4. So I got the little mini compact one because I wanted to try it out first. And I love it. I really do love this powder. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't like how loose powders, like the finish of loose powders on me. I don't like the finish of loose powders on me. And I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit too heavy-handed. It could be a user error from using the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder, is that I feel like it doesn't give me that cast that loose powders can tend to leave, which kind of makes a little bit more sense because even when you use a loose powder, when you finish your face, a lot of people still use a pressed powder to finalize like the finish of the look. And so I'm thinking, why use the loose powder if I could just find a pressed powder in my shade and call it a day, right? That's just kind of what I've been on ever since, like, I don't know. But I'm taking a Real Techniques brush. What brush number is this? This is a brush 421. I use it for just setting my concealer because it is a little tapered. So I set it underneath my eye. And then I bring it down again because I don't want it to be like a line of where the powder or where you can see like makeup starts. So I'm using that. Bringing it down, I'm tapping, I'm not rubbing, I'm pressing it into my skin, and you see, like, you can see there's a little bit of powder here and none over here, but it still looks pretty natural, right? And it doesn't give me like an aftercast. Don't like that. I just dab about that much on it, click the excess off because I don't need a lot, and do the same to the other side. Bring it down. Also going to apply some here for my smile lines. And then I'm not gonna add any more to the brush, but I'm gonna just take the excess and pat it here where I put some of like the rest of the concealer at. Then I go back around the edges just to make sure there's no like lines of demarcation, and boom, boom. But I'm not gonna do a contour, we're just gonna find some blush. I'm going in with the e.l.f. Putty Blush. This is the shade Caribbean, and this is this really rosy color. So I take a little bit, I swirl it around. That was probably a little bit too much, but I go in really lightly with it. And I figure out where I want my blush to be placed because it's something people don't talk about enough. Blush placement can really change like the structure of your face. So it all kind of depends on what you want to do. But me, I usually go about like right here. I do a light dab because like I said, I have a lot on here. I do a light few dabs and then I see it and then I go to the other side. And I dab up when I do dab, that way it's not just all in one place. And then we just go upward and it starts to warm my face up a little bit. Sometimes I take it over my nose. See, you see from here over you can see it, and then over here you just see it in this one spot. But do the same thing here. I'll come over here just a tad. Let's see how we're looking. With my blush, whatever, if I put too much, whatever is left over, I just dab some right here, like over the lid, just to give it a little bit of color. Since I have all these other products on my face. Okay, so blush is done. I know a lot of girls don't like blush, like especially a lot of darker complected women don't like blush, but y'all sleep. So then I go back in with the same setting spray from earlier, the NYX Radiant Finish setting spray. And actually, I'm pretty sure this has like, I don't want to say sparkles in it, but it has like pigments of like shine in it. And it really does give you like a radiant finish. See, it's clear that you can still see some acne marks and just some bits of my hyperpigmentation here and here and a little bit here, but that's kind of what I was going for. I don't necessarily want to completely pack my face with makeup because, like I said, it's too hot. And then also, if you wear a mask, you know, you don't want, of course the makeup is gonna come off on the mask, and I don't want it to be like you can see where I apply the makeup and you can see where it's not anymore, and I don't want that to happen. So now I'm just gonna brush out my brows. I'm not gonna put anything on them. If you all watched my last makeup video, I was saying how I didn't really like brow gels. Like the idea of brow gels, yes, but I don't like brow gels so much because I don't like how after, like, as the day goes on, you get that white cast and it looks a little weird. And again, if I'm using it wrong, y'all let me know. You get like a little white gray cast and I don't really like that. So, and then my brows are kind of already like pretty full, so all I really do is just brush them into place. And then when I need to like go get them done, or when they need to be shaped a little bit, then I will fill them in with like some concealer that matches me. But I think this is okay for now. If you all can tell, there are like little hints of like, it seems like highlighter. It may be highlighter in this setting spray, which is cool because it really does make you radiant. Now we are going in with a little bit of highlighter, not too much because I'm already like kind of glowing. I will be using this highlighter from Merit. It's in the shade Bounce. It's a stick, so I really do like that. I take about that much, not even a lot, because it's very pigmented, so you really don't need a lot. And I dab it where I want the highlighter to go. And I typically go for it like right up in here. So I hit it lightly and you see, y'all see that? Y'all see that? Right. So then I hit it on this side because clearly we have enough over there. And they're uneven right now, which is fine, but that whole area is getting ready to be highlighted. So then I take a different finger and I dab out the highlighter. I try to keep it kind of like right under my eye, since my eye and my cheekbone are like literally right here. I'll go up a little bit. Then I'll add a little bit more down here. Just keep moving the product in the upward direction and then work your way down if you need to, but I always go up first so that I can see. You see that? I know you don't see that. Look. Bam. Bam. And then we hit the nose. A little bit on the nose because it's already shining. It looks like I have some on my nose now, but it's the ring light. Just kind of swipe it and then swipe that across. Boom. A little bit here at the top, right before the bridge of my nose. And yeah. Bam. I'm gonna put on some lashes. It's been a while since I wore some lashes. These are the Ardell lashes and they're C curl. Cause my eyelashes are curly. I'm a person that typically struggles with putting on lashes. And by struggle, I mean struggle. Like it takes me like almost 15 minutes to put on some lashes. What I found works for me is unscrewing the top. This is some super hold bond glue for hair, but this works better than normal lash glue for me. What I do is I take the top off of this, and then I have 2 pairs of tweezers. So I have a pair of tweezers that I don't really use, like the ends aren't really that good, but I take this end of that pair of tweezers and I dip it into the bottle of the hair glue. That's a little too much. And then I line the lash with the hair glue, kind of like a thin coat, but not too thin because you do still want it to stick. Here is this eye. I've already put this lash on. I'll go ahead and show you guys what I do for the other lash. So I take my good pair of tweezers and then we start off with a clean lash. Make sure there's nothing on the lash band or just anywhere on the lash that's gonna get in the way of the glue. So I line it up, I put it right in the middle. Make sure it's like kind of evenly coated. It's not gonna always be perfect, but hit it with a little bit of air. I have a mirror here and I'm pointing it down because I need to be able to see where all my lashes are. And I apply where I have that tweezer, I apply it to the middle of my eye on top of my lashes. Getting as close to the lash band as I can, and then I go in the corner. And then I just kind of like work my way down with the lash. My eyes are watering. The front is a little loose and I don't like it. So that's when I come back in with my other tweezers. I dip it a little bit more in the glue. And don't worry about the mess. I'm gonna clean up the mess at the end. But then I take my good tweezers and I pull the front part down a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. So that I can add the glue there. Stick it to where I need it to go. Ooh. So after that's sticking, go back in with a Q-tip and then you clean up the excess. Lightly rub it because it's still a little tacky. There's a little bit right on top of the lash, which is not cute. The whole glue came apart. See, this is probably why it takes me so long to do my lashes, because I'm a perfectionist and I want it on there correctly. So we're gonna try it again. We're gonna remove all the glue. All right, so applying it to the middle again. Three hours later. How I like to put my lashes on, I want them to start exactly on the lash line. And so I take either my tweezers or like my Q-tip right here and I just kind of rub across just so I can see what it looks like when I'm gonna look down. I always go in with a moisturizer before I put on a lip gloss. So I have a little bit of Aquaphor right here, I just put on. And then we have my favorite Fenty, lip gloss. This is the Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. It's a nice little pink. And it goes with everything. And I'm actually almost out. Goes with everything. And here is the finished look. This is the clean, light makeup look for the summer. No foundation, just concealers and some powder and some blush. And I'm calling it a day, okay? We're keeping it light. It is way too hot. I don't understand what is going on this particular year with the sun, but I think it's a new sun or something and it needs to calm down. This is the look. You can wear this pretty much anywhere you want to wear this. This is my everyday, just something really quick look. How y'all like it? Yes, so thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.